Hello everybody, Jim here. Let's look at that exchange rate. That's good, and I hope you're ready to look at lots of consoles, because that's what we're doing today as we start looking at these Famicoms here, which are quite pricey. But they got these big labels on them with a little bit of history behind the console, and they're marked as recycled. And as is this Virtual Boy, which was like a few $100. So some of these, yeah, they're marked recycle, and I think I probably should have asked while I was there. I think they're refurbished in some way, because there are other Famicoms around, and they are not nearly as expensive as that. But we got some controllers here, lots of controllers, including the I don't know, some kind of turbo joypad or something like that. The Bomberman multi-tap, lots of N64 stuff, things like that. Speaking of N64 consoles here, loose. But this one, like about $100 for the red one. It's pretty steep. A lot less for the gray. So again, some of these, they're labeled in such a way that you can see that there may be like some modifications made, or some different levels of completeness, things like that. And as such, they are a little higher in price. Probably something that if you can't really read the labeling, which I should have been paying more attention, I guess. But it's something you can maybe ask the staff about. As we look at some of this stuff, these like mini consoles, like the Astro Mini, that's cool. A lot of the stuff brand new, things like that. So that's really cool, and I don't know why that's in there. I didn't bother to ask about that either, jeez. But we got Game & Watch, and even what looks like some Tiger handhelds in there. You know, back in the day, you know, might have been a fan of some of those Tiger handhelds. What we got here, Robot Maker. That's something old school. As well as some of these, the little, like, more recent Game & Watch things with Mario and Zelda. Those are pretty cool. This I didn't really get. Game Boy's 8778. That's not cheap at all for a Game Boy. I really understand why the big gray brick. And then like over 10,000 yen for this, what is that? Game Boy Pocket? These Game Boy Pockets are cool, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't pay you $100 for one. But anyway, yeah. That's why it's important to shop around, people. Even though not all of the consoles in here are overpriced. As we will soon see, as we approach a big old selection of other things, starting with some of the stuff like some Xbox stuff here, which usually Xbox stuff, it's no secret, Xbox not exactly flying off the shelves in Japan, so you know, an Xbox One here, some other various things, and a 360 right here, and I think it's like $50. Yeah, about that, about $50 for this Xbox 360. So, not pricey at all. And, what is this? Like $40 for this, loose deck PS1. And then this PlayStation here, also about $40. And it's complete. And then PS2s as well. They're like selling them for next to nothing. PlayStation stuff is always going to be in great abundance. And as such is going to be, pretty cheap. We've got some PS3s and various things. Some box stuff here. Yeah, Xbox 360 actually really... have always liked my Japanese Xbox 360 because there were like a ton of really great bullet hell shooters on it, and I used to have like all of them. I think they've come and gone from my collection since then, but man, if you can pick yourself up a cheap Xbox 360 and then get your hands on some of those bullet hell shooters, especially stuff by Cave, Death Smiles, Mushihime-sama, all that good stuff. Some Densha Go! Oh my god! All the fun and excitement of driving a train in Tokyo. Which I joke, but I have a student, as we look at this Famicom Twin, it's with exchange rate, what's that, like $140, maybe a little 130 some odd. The Jaguar, eesh, you know, these are expensive out here. They're a few hundred, probably, I say a few, it's probably gonna be closer to like $600 or something like that. Here we go, big old empty Jaguar box. What is that there? Oh boy. Yeah. Expensive. Yeah. Anything related to the Jaguar, I found out, like the Jaguar, the main console itself is going to be like $700. The CD unit is going to be hundreds of dollars too. As we look at some more Famicom Twins, which these are great, but the one here with the green and blue kind of color scheme, that's over 16,000 yen, so that's probably like 150 bucks or so. That for me was the one to get because it has a turbo controller. That's awesome, right? Who doesn't love a good turbo controller? Famicoms, these are labeled as you know, some of them are the original, they do not have AV capability, and some of these are modded to have AV out, so those are more expensive, the modded ones. I got distracted. I was saying, yeah, I have a student, he's like 12 years old and he's obsessed with trains. So yeah, he goes nuts for stuff. So Densha Dead Go is a game that he would enjoy greatly, but he is obsessed with trains. And when I asked him if I remember asking him as part of like a class thing, like, what celebrity would you like to meet? And he didn't even want to, he said he wanted to sit down and talk to a train conductor. He didn't want to meet any celebrities. These cool AV Famicoms here though, the NES top loader variant or model or whatever, awesome. That's the one I have and have had for a long time. It's awesome, perfect little console, and I like it a lot. And here's one complete in box for 15,180. So that's what, less than $140, I think. And it's complete and all nicely shrink wrapped and everything. Neo Geo AES. This is just a loose deck right here, and it's quite pricey. So no joystick, no AV or AC adapter, none of that. And they still want quite a chunk for it, which I would obviously want the whole thing, you know, all together. And an original Xbox, which is cool. I actually love the original Xbox. 3DOs, and then some things here that I'm not too terribly familiar with. What are you? PV16. Is that Casio? I'm not 100% sure. All this old computery stuff, kind of out of my league. And a Neo Geo CD, which is awesome. Actually, that was what I went with back when I had the choice. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this Neo Geo CD thing, and as opposed to the AES, because, you know, we can't all be millionaires. Box stuff up here though, Sega stuff, yeah, mostly, and some Neo Geo stuff too, Neo Geo CD. But these Mega Drives and Mega CDs, 32X, all that good stuff. And we're looking here at some Saturns, which you know, I'm a huge fan of the Sega Saturn. Great game library. Got a couple of variants here, the gray, the white, although this one not too terribly white. I think somebody was a smoker. But yeah, you can pick these up for usually somewhere between like 50, 60 bucks, something like that. This boxed one here being sold for 10,780, so that's under $100 for a boxed white Saturn. And then we got some Dreamcast as well. Of course, another amazing console. 6578 for this Dreamcast. So that's under 60 bucks. You can get yourself a Dreamcast and then have yourself a grand old time, which you definitely will, because that console has just an amazing library of games. We got some Mega Drives here, which I can't really see the price on because the light's too bright. Ah, there we go. Thank you, sir. 76.78. So Mega Drives more expensive than Dreamcasts and Saturns. How do you like them apples? 76.78 across the board. But the Model 2 is more expensive. We got a Mega Drive plug and play kind of thing here. That's like, I don't know, 50 bucks for the MD Play TV. Which, I mean, aren't there just a million and one little things like that? The Mega Adapter for your Mega Drive, so you can play Master System games. It's boxed. It's just over 19,000 yen, so that's probably, what is that, in the range of like 170 bucks. And we got some other stuff in here, some Mega Drive, some PC Engine, very good. So there's a Duo in the original 70 something, so in the high 60s, maybe like 60 some odd bucks for a PC Engine. Of course, quite a bit more for a Duo. Of course, I would say spring for the you know, a little extra money, get yourself a Duo R. and have fun with that. You don't need system cards or anything like that. Anyway, that's a look at some consoles, and I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my god, Mario Brothers! How fun. Alright, see you next time, everybody. Take care, goodbye.